Even before the killer cold snap we had last week, it seems like this has been a particularly bad year for colds and sore throats.
Well, then, thankfully, we've got Dr. Emil Faithe here with some tips on how to fight them. So, doctor, how do we stay healthy?
You can do this naturally, I'll tell you. But this cold snap has really made it rough for a lot of folks. A lot of sore throats going on out there, coughs and colds, things to do. We can take care of it naturally. Feed yourself. We've talked about this.
Yes.
Don't skip meals. You may put on a few pounds this time of year. It is hibernation season. We're supposed to put them on.
Yeah.
So eat well, don't skip meals, lots of protein, and drink plenty of fluids to stay hydrated. It boosts your immune system, helps to flush toxins, so eat well and drink lots of water.
It says ease back on the dairy foods. So
dairy foods, you know, dairy foods cause breathing problems because they increase phlegm production. Makes it hard to breathe. So ease back on that. Not so much dairy. Not such a great choice this time of year, or really any time of the year.
What about soy? Is that okay as a replacement?
Soy is okay as long as you're not allergic. It's not dairy. It doesn't cause the same sorts of issues.
Okay.
And don't forget now to cook. While you're cooking and eating well, do choose some healthy ingredients like cooking with onions and garlic.
Love that.
And oregano.
Oh, I love oregano. I like oregano on my pizza.
Oh, great stuff, because all of these are antibacterial and antiviral, and also coconut oil. We've talked about coconut oil before. Now, do you do the stir-fry thing where you put the oil in and so forth?
I love stir-fry. I do the soy and the teriyaki, but I have not used coconut oil, but I will now.
Instead of cooking with the olive oil, which is actually very good, or corn oil, pop in some coconut oil.
Okay.
Coconut oil is great antiviral, antibacterial. You can even take it in capsule form. Great for cold, flu, and help with a sore throat as well.
Does it taste like coconut?
A little different. It doesn't really taste like coconut, but it tastes good. You'll find it really tastes actually pretty darn good.
I know you said not to skip meals, and I had a guilty face because sometimes it's almost unavoidable when you're running. Do you have a recommendation?
If you find that you can't make, is it time that
yes,
okay.
Yes.
So pop in a little whey protein shake. We talked about whey. Have some protein in a liquid form. So they make the powdered proteins of whey. Add some almond milk to that. Stir it up, drink it down, and that can be breakfast. You'll find your blood sugars feel great. You have more energy. Great for the immune system as well.
Okay, good. So nutrition's number one.
Got to do it. Hey, honey and lemon.
Love it.
You've had honey and lemon before. Look, honey and lemon are both very antibacterial, very good for you. In fact, lemon juice with a little bit of water, live lemon juice squeezed into a cup, about a half with water. It's a great gargle for sore throats. If you have a sore throat, do that. Gargle with lemon water and go ahead and swallow it. Good for the digestion as well.
Yeah, you hear salt water sometimes. So do the lemon instead?
And no, you can do both. The salt water is great anti-inflammatory because it actually brings down the swelling in the throat. So about this much salt in the bottom of a glass of water, about this much, very concentrated, does the job.
See, you know what I find interesting about what you're saying is that when I drink tea, if I have a sore throat, I always put a lot of honey because of the sweetness. So it never really occurred to me that lemon actually does the same thing as far as a sore throat.
Very good for you. Lemon is very good. Very soothing for the sore throat. And if you're going to put your lemon, let's say you want to do 2 tablespoons of honey and lemon, you can pop that in your favorite tea. So why not pick a tea that makes some sense for the cold and flu? Things like fenugreek tea. Fenugreek is an herb, great for thinning out the mucus. So pop it in some fenugreek tea, great for throat. Sage, the sage tea, great for cough and cold and sore throat. And even some elderberry tea. Those are just a few examples.
Elderberry,
those are good for you.
I know you definitely promote elderberry. You always say that's
antiviral,
really good.
Gotta have it.
It is good. What about as we get into lifestyle tips? I mean, you always give such good lifestyle tips to us. Here's
one interesting one. If we have a moment, I want to do it. It's called the thymus thump.
Okay.
Now, the thymus is the master immune gland.
Okay.
And it's not when you want to activate that to keep the immune system strong. So why don't we practice this out there? You just take the 4 fingers of your hands. I know we have mics on us right now. So be careful not to hit those. But for those of you without mics, all you have to do is take your 4 fingers and gently thump on the thymus gland, which is right below the breastbone right here. So we're going to do a little thumping right here for about 20 seconds, just gentle tapping. That actually activates your immune system, believe it or not.
It does?
It does, and helps fight off these bugs we're getting this time of year. So do the thymus thump a couple times a day, 20 seconds each. You'll find you're feeling better. Even if you already have the bug, do the thymus thump.
So maybe when you're going to bed at night and you're just lying, just kind of, and it almost kind of probably calms you too, I would imagine.
It is. It's very relaxing, and it's great for the immune system. We want to boost that immune system this time of year.
Absolutely.
It is.
We're in hibernation season, right? So don't push push yourself. It's time to relax and rest.
Yeah.
So make sure you're not doing that. And remember, most people get coughs and colds and bugs this time of year because we are pushing. This is a time to take it nice and easy.
Yes, and it's so, I mean, the truth is it is easier said than done when you're working different shifts. I mean, poor Kristen gets up at what, 3?
Oh, like 2:45. Yeah. So.
3 o'clock.
3 a.m.
You know, you really have to get enough sleep, too. 7 to 9 hours. I know it's tough for you guys because you get up early, but 7 to 9 hours work for that so your immune system can get a chance to rebuild itself. Finally, if we have a minute, I want to talk a little bit about germ avoidance techniques.
Okay.
This time of year, easy on the handshaking and easy on the smooching because the kissing transfers the germ.
Haven't had that problem
so
lately,
just choose your smooching carefully, okay?
Right.
But that's actually, you know, it's interesting, and you and I have talked about this, that you don't want to insult people. You don't want to insult people.
Don't touch my hand.
But you don't want sick when somebody is sick.
Well, here's another tip for you. By the way, what's the dirtiest part of the most germ-infested part of your life? Your desk. Did you know that your desk is 400 times dirtier than your toilet?
Wow.
That's right. It starts with a desktop. Then you got to wipe the desktop down with alcohol. Then you've got your phone, which is very dirty. Wipe the phone, wipe the handle, the receiver, and finally, the keyboard. We're all on the keyboard. Who's been on that keyboard?
Yeah. That's scary.
Alcohol that down. It's a dirty area to be, and make sure you wash your hands
keep
frequently.
the Lysol nearby at all times.
That's right.
And finally, real quickly, supplements.
Number 1, I like elderberry.
Right.
So elderberry in capsules or liquid, they're available at the health food store. Pick that up.
Okay.
Zinc lozenges for sore throats. If you have a sore throat, suck on zinc lozenges. It boosts your immune system, calms and relaxes the throat. It's great. Do zinc lozenges throughout the day if you have a sore throat. And your lemon juice.
Yes. Definitely. Great advice, as always, of course. And we'll continue to take your tips as we get into another cold day tomorrow. And we appreciate you being with us, as always.
So
of course, if you want to contact Dr. Faithe, you can see right at the bottom of the screen. All you need to do is call him, 505-299-1771. Thanks again for being with us. And you can also see that link all day long on Casa.com. Now, just ahead, what's up this week at Vernon's Jazz Club? We'll let you know.